is the study of nature and its laws. Any phenomenon that happens in the universe follows some rules. Learning those rules is nothing but physics. For example, I am able to hold this piece of chalk in my fingers due to a physical property called friction. Inquiring and understanding this property is part of learning physics. Similarly, every phenomenon which occurs in the universe does so because of some rules. Revealing those rules is the duty of physics. Even we observe so many things in nature. If you understand the rules behind natural phenomena around you, you are learning physics. Before learning physics in depth, we have to understand its basics. The very first topic of physics is units and dimensions. Before learning units and dimensions, we should understand the concept of quantity. What do you mean by quantity? Quantity is the size or amount or the magnitude. Simply put, quantity is the answer to the question, how many or how much? For example, how many pieces of chalk are in my hand? The answer is 2, which is the quantity. How many liters of milk are in the bottle? 2 liters, 3 liters? How many students are there in the class? The amount of students is quantity. The answer to that question is quantity. So, the size by amount, by vastness, by magnitude is called quantity. Quantity can also be defined as the answer to questions how much or how many. How many students are there in the classroom? The answer is nothing but quantity. How much sand is piled up in that corner? The answer is nothing but quantity. How much happy will you be if you get a certain grade? Very happy? Not so happy? Sad? The answer to that is quantity. Very much low. From this, we understand that some quantities are measurable and some are not. For example, the number of chalks in my hand is 2. This is a measurable quantity. But if I am happy or sad, it cannot be measured. Can you measure happiness or sadness? Physics does not deal with the quantities which are non-measurable. Our focus will be on physical quantities which are measurable. So let us discuss what is physical quantity. As I told earlier, physical quantity is measurable. For example, we can measure the length of this chalk in my hand using a scale. We can measure the weight of this mobile phone. Yes, we can measure the area of this desk. So the length, mass, weight, area, volume, density, force, energy are all measurable quantities. These are all categorized under physical quantity. Thus, the definition of physical quantity is a quantity which can be measured. For example, length, mass, and even time. Let's revise the topics we discussed so far. Physics is the study of nature and its laws. Quantity is the study of size or amount or vastness or magnitude of the objects. It's also the answer to the questions how much or how many. Then we learned the definition of the physical quantity as quantity which can be measured. For example, length, mass, time. We will revise whatever we have learned so far. We have learned very important topic of physics. Physics is study of nature and its laws. Then we learnt about quantity. Quantity is nothing but size by amount, by vastness, by magnitude of the objects. Then we study physical quantity. A quantity which can be measured is a physical quantity. For example, length, mass and time. There are many physical quantities which we deal with. These physical quantities can be organized in several ways. I will now explain to you few physical quantities and their measuring systems. In early 1874, we used to have a system called FPS. Length, mass and time were measured in this system in the units of foot, pound and seconds respectively. This is early 1874. After 1874, scientists have adopted another measuring system called CGS, which is given by British Association of Advanced Sciences. This uses the units centimeters for length, grams for mass and seconds for time. After that, we adopted a metric system of units which is called MKS. In MKS, we measure the length in meters, mass in kilograms and time in seconds. FPS was used till 1874, after which CGS was used. MKS was adopted after 1889. Scientists faced a lot of difficulties because of so many organizations of units. They found it difficult to relate the units across these systems, that is CGS and MKS units. So post 1960, scientists formulated another system of units. If you observe the earlier three systems, all systems were divided into measures of length, mass and time. The unit for time measurement was same in all the systems. The units for length and mass were different. That is foot, centimeter and meter, and for weight, pound, gram and kilogram. The scientists felt a need to have many subunits for these units to more accurately measure various quantities. That is why the scientists started using the International SI system of units post 1960. In this, we have 7 physical quantities. To understand this system, let's use a mnemonic LMTSTAL. These 7 letters represent 7 physical quantities. Let me write those.
Length, mass, time.
First one is L for length, just like earlier systems of measurement. M is for mass, T is for time, S is for strength of electric current, T is for thermodynamic temperature, A is for amount of substance, L is for luminous intensity,